last forever, a fridge doesn't last forever, a stove doesn't last forever, nothing lasts forever. And the electrical system is probably one of the most important parts of our house. And I really wish people would get them looked at, inspected, and checked a lot more frequently than they do. Most people never do it at all. And my recommendation would be maybe once every 10 years, you get someone to come in and go through your whole system to make sure nothing's worn out and everything's working properly for the safety of themselves, their family, their pets, and all their belongings. That was interesting because I'd been doing seminars for Birnie for well over a year, maybe almost 2 years, before I thought, well, okay, I'm telling everybody they should get this done, maybe I should get my own home looked at. And I had been having issues. The first one being that my stove kept blowing fuses, and I thought I had something wrong with my stove. And the first thing they did when I told them that is they went and checked the electrical panel, and sure enough, there was problem number one. The wires were all loose in the panel, which was causing that to happen. So after they found a few other small little inconsistencies, I'll call them, I decided I'll have them do the full treatment. And they were in there for an entire day, which also surprised me. They pulled out every plug, every switch, every light fixture in the house, outside the house, checked all the outside plugs, checked the garage, and they presented me with a rather lengthy, thick report, complete with photographs of everything that was wrong. And knowing what I know about electricity and wires, I could see by the proof they were giving me that these things were actually wrong. They weren't just trying to sell me a bill of goods to make some money. So I ended up having to replace most of the plugs and switches in my house and make sure all the connections were right. I even had them replace the panel, because even though the panel was only about 30 years old, I figured it was fine. They were able to show me that it wasn't safe anymore. It had worn out and there was signs of rust and other damage in it, so I had them do that as well. I also followed on a lot of their recommendations in terms of putting surge protectors on for my whole house, for my cable, for my telephone, because I'd seen too many clients lose their TV sets, their stereos, their computers, and other equipment every time there was a power surge. So I didn't want that happening to my place. I figured, okay, the guys are here, let's just do everything. And they did it all in a very timely fashion. It was all done with a permit, and I got a certificate afterwards giving me a lengthy warranty on it. So I not only feel safer living in the house now, but I know when I go to sell it, it's going to give me an edge on somebody else who hasn't had it done.